Hey, have you ever accidentally dropped your phone right onto your face? Not just a gentle tap, but a full-on smack that makes you wince. You know that split second where everything goes totally quiet, and then boom, the pain hits and you're just thinking, why did I freeze when it happened? Why does my brain seem slower than my body in moments like this? Well, let me explain what's actually going on. When something totally catches you off guard, like your phone slipping and landing right on your face, your brain suddenly goes into overdrive. It's scrambling to process all these new sensations lightning fast. Seriously, it's happening in a fraction of a second. And in those tiny moments, your brain needs time to figure it all out. So instead of reacting right away, you end up feeling frozen or totally stunned. This is actually called a startle response. Your brain is basically saying, hang on, what just happened? Let's sort this out before we do anything. But here's the thing about our brains. They're built to protect us from danger. That's why it takes a moment to decide how to react. Back in ancient times, this freezing response could actually save your life. Picture someone trying to attack you, but you freeze because you're genuinely shocked. Your brain's giving you a second to check things out, not just charging ahead into something risky. That pause could be the difference between danger and safety. Now, fast forward to today, where most threats aren't nearly as deadly. Even if you're not really in immediate trouble, your brain still reacts in that same old way. The difference now, most threats these days are not all that physical. They can be totally psychological sometimes. Think about scrolling on social media. Ever catch yourself stuck scrolling way too long? Even when you know you should stop, that's just your brain hooked on dopamine, pulling you back for more. Or when you're stressed at work, feeling overwhelmed by tasks, that's your brain trying to juggle too much info all at once, which makes it tough to concentrate. These things might look harmless, but they kick in the same brain circuits as real threats. Another reason we freeze up is all about emotional reactions. When something catches you by surprise, especially with big emotions, or maybe embarrassing situations, your brain likes to pause and assess. Like, think about tripping or falling in public. Instead of popping right up, you might just hesitate and take a second. That pause gives you time to pull yourself together before doing anything else. Emotions definitely slow things down here. Fear, surprise, embarrassment, all of them can leave you stuck for a moment while your mind figures out what to do next. And then there's fight or flight. Even if we're not running from wild animals anymore, our bodies still hang on to these old instincts, left over from way back in history. Facing something weird or unknown, whether it's a phone falling on your head or noticing something unusual outside, your brain triggers two options: fight or flee. Freezing is actually part of both reactions. You might stay still and observe, or jump right into action. Both ways are survival tactics in their own style. Let's not forget about trauma. Some people freeze up when things get super intense because their nervous system is reacting to stressful reminders from their past. Trauma leaves a mark on the brain, changing how we handle stress day to day. When you're hit with overwhelming situations, sometimes your brain just shuts down for a bit, and you feel numb or unable to move. That's especially true during flashbacks or reliving tough memories. So understanding why we freeze is helpful. But what about actually dealing with it? Let's talk tips for handling those freeze moments. Try deep breathing. It sounds simple, but it helps. Take slow breaths in through your nose. Hold for a second, then breathe out slowly. This really calms your nervous system when things get overwhelming. You can also use grounding tricks. Look around and focus on colors, sounds, textures, just anything in your environment to bring yourself back to the present moment. Keeping active is important. 2. Exercise releases feel-good chemicals, helping your mood and lowering stress. Building self-awareness is huge. Notice your own habits and reactions, so you're ready when stuff happens next time. And don't hesitate to find professional support. A therapist can offer strategies tailored just for you. Just remember, everyone freezes a bit differently. What works for one person might not fit someone else. So play around with a few methods to see what sticks and feels right for you. By understanding how freezing works and learning practical ways to deal with it, you can start regaining control over your reactions and live every day with a bit more confidence. Thanks so much for watching. I hope this video makes sense about why freezing is such a normal thing. If you found this topic cool, be sure to hit subscribe. Share your own experiences in the comments. I always love hearing what you guys think. And take a peek at my other videos for more honest chats about human psychology. Catch you in the next one. Thanks for joining me for this conversation. If you